Hello again. It's January the 20th. Today our reading is on the schedule, Genesis 35 through 37, Psalm 12, and Mark 14. I hope you're joining me in those readings, and I hope you're engaging every day, not just today, but every day in our little videos we're sharing here. Just as we're journeying together, we're learning together. I had a great mentor at one time tell me that the learning doesn't only come from the teacher, the learning is in the room. We share with each other, and I hope you're sharing what God is teaching you with other people. I hope that's what's going on. In our culture, right here, we have a tendency to look at the situation around us when things go not according to plan, especially. We look at things and we just kind of throw our hands up and say, it is what it is. And we let that be our mantra. It is what it is. I can't control it. I can't change it. I can't fix it. I just have to endure it. It is what it is. And one of my friends here in our church actually attends church with us and worships God right alongside us every weekend. Every time I say it, I've been working it out of my vocabulary because every time I say, it is what it is, he looks me back in the eye and says, no, Adam, it's not. It is what you make it. And I laughed it off the first couple times, but the more times he reminds me of that concept, that principle, the more it's becoming ingrained in my thinking and in my speaking. It's not what it is, it's what I make it. In our reading today in Genesis 35, one of the chapters we read out of the Old Testament, we see Jacob enact this very principle. Jacob goes through a very difficult time. His wife, Rachel, the younger sister, the wife that he loved the most, she dies. She dies giving birth to the last child she would bear to him. And this child, she names this child Ben-Oni. It's right here in Genesis 35, verse 18. She names him Ben-Oni. Now, Ben-Oni, there's a footnote in my Bible, maybe there's one in your Bible too, that says Ben-Oni means son of my trouble. But then it says Jacob wouldn't let that stand, and he renames the child Benjamin. And the footnote for Benjamin says it means son of my right hand, or son of my blessing. Son of trouble or son of blessing. These are two different names, vastly different than each other. Rachel, in her last moments, as her dying breath, says, this child is son of my trouble. But Jacob, as he goes on to live longer, many more years, says, no, not my trouble. When I look at this boy, when I look at this son, I don't want to be reminded of the trouble that came along with him. I want to be reminded of the blessings that God gave in the trouble. So he renames him Benjamin, son of my blessing. I want to just encourage you as you're going through life, you're going through difficult things and hard moments, and you'll have trouble come. We've been through a couple years of trouble already. It's not over yet. We're going to continue, and you're going to have trouble at work, at home, financially, all these things. It's going to go in cycles because it always does. We live in a broken world. You can choose to look at every wrong thing in your life and say, it is what it is. It's my trouble. It's my pain. It's my failure. It's my screw up. It's my whatever. It is what it is. Or you can use the principle that we read Jacob employing in Genesis 35. And you can say, no, I know it hurts today, but God's bringing me a blessing. So this is going to be what I make it. And I'm going to name it a blessing. And I'm going to look for God's blessing in the middle of the pain. I'm going to look for God's blessing in the middle of the turmoil, in the middle of the problem, in the middle of the hardship. And when people ask me, how is life going? I'm not going to moan. I'm not going to whine. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to smile through the tears if I must. And I'm going to point to the blessing that God has given me. Today, whatever you're going through, don't remember today for the trouble that came with it. Remember today for the blessing God delivered in the middle of the pain. And you let your story be the story of God's goodness. I hope this will be a day of blessing. I hope it's a day you can share the goodness of God. And I hope you'll join me tomorrow as we continue to read through the Bible this year. Until I see you then, you are sent.